In today's fast-paced world, finding peace can often seem like an elusive dream. While many resort to quick fixes and temporary distractions, there's a timeless philosophy that offers a different path: Stoicism. This ancient Greek school of thought teaches us how to cultivate inner calm and resilience without relying on external aids. Today, I want to share with you 7 Stoic exercises that can help you find the inner peace we all seek. These practices are simple yet profoundly effective, drawing on the wisdom of some of history's greatest minds. If you appreciate our content, please hit the subscribe button and don't skip any part of this video. You won't want to miss these valuable insights. If you're ready to transform your mindset and embrace tranquility amidst chaos, stay tuned. This could be the start of a journey that changes everything. In our daily lives, we're often told to stay positive and look on the bright side. While optimism has its benefits, it also has a dark side. Constantly believing that everything will go perfectly can set you up for disappointment. Imagine starting your day expecting everything to go smoothly, only to end it feeling defeated by the harsh realities of life. This is where negative visualization comes in. The Stoics, particularly the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, taught that preparing for the worst can actually lead to a more resilient and tranquil mind. So what is negative visualization? It's the practice of imagining the worst-case scenarios in your life. This might sound depressing, but it's actually a way to build mental toughness. By mentally preparing yourself for undesirable and uncomfortable situations, you're less likely to be caught off guard and more likely to handle them with grace and composure. Marcus Aurelius himself would begin each day by telling himself, "Today I shall be meeting with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness." He believed that by visualizing these negative encounters and accepting them as part of life, he could manage his expectations and shield his soul against adversity. Think about it this way. If you anticipate that your commute to work might be frustrating with traffic jams and delays, you're less likely to feel stressed when it actually happens. Instead of being blindsided by frustration, you're prepared, and this preparation helps you stay calm and collected. Negative visualization doesn't mean dwelling on the bad or becoming pessimistic. It's about creating a mental buffer so when challenges arise, they don't knock you off balance. Another aspect of negative visualization is appreciating what you have by imagining life without it. This exercise can deepen your gratitude and contentment. For instance, take a moment to imagine losing something or someone you deeply care about. Picture what life would be like without your job, your home, or your loved ones. This isn't to make you sad, but to help you recognize and appreciate their value even more. When you practice this regularly, you start to see your life through a lens of gratitude, making everyday experiences more meaningful. Negative visualization is also useful for handling fear and anxiety. By confronting your fears head-on and visualizing the worst possible outcomes, you often find that these outcomes aren't as catastrophic as your mind made them out to be. This can be incredibly liberating. For example, if you're afraid of failing a big project at work, take some time to visualize what would happen if you did fail. Would it be the end of your career, or would it be an opportunity to learn and grow? Most often, you'll find that the consequences are manageable and not life-altering. Moreover, this Stoic practice can improve your relationships. By preparing yourself mentally for the possibility of misunderstandings, arguments, or ingratitude, you can respond with patience and understanding, rather than anger or disappointment. You become more accepting of others' flaws and shortcomings because you've already anticipated them. In a world where instant gratification is the norm, developing self-control can feel like swimming upstream. However, the Stoics believe that mastering self-control is key to achieving true inner peace and freedom. By learning to govern our impulses and desires, we can focus on what truly matters and navigate life's challenges with grace and composure. Self-control starts with recognizing the difference between what we can control and what we cannot. Epictetus made a clear distinction between internal and external factors. He said, Things in our control are opinion, pursuit, desire, aversion, and, in a word, whatever are our own actions. Things not in our control are body, property, reputation, command, and, in one word, whatever are not our own actions. Understanding this distinction is liberating because it allows us to direct our energy towards the things we can influence rather than wasting it on what we can't. So, how do we strengthen our self-control? One effective method is through deliberate practice and small, everyday exercises. For instance, intermittent fasting is a practical way to train self-control. By setting specific times when you don't eat, you learn to resist the urge to snack mindlessly. This not only helps you control your eating habits but also builds discipline that can be applied to other areas of your life. Another simple yet powerful exercise is to chew your food a certain number of times before swallowing. It sounds easy, but it's surprisingly difficult, especially if you're used to eating quickly. This practice forces you to slow down and be mindful, enhancing your self-control. The Stoics also emphasize the importance of managing our reactions to external events. Imagine you're stuck in traffic and someone cuts you off. Your immediate impulse might be to honk your horn and curse. But practicing self-control means taking a deep breath and choosing not to let this minor incident ruin your day. By focusing on how you respond rather than the event itself, you maintain your inner peace and composure. Over time, these small acts of self-control accumulate, leading to a more balanced and resilient mind. Another powerful practice is delaying gratification. In our fast-paced world, we're often tempted to seek immediate pleasure, whether it's through social media, junk food, or shopping. The Stoics, however, teach us to wait and assess whether these impulses align with our long-term goals and values. Next time you feel the urge to check your phone or eat that piece of cake, pause for a moment. Ask yourself if this action serves your greater purpose or if it's just a fleeting desire. This pause helps you regain control over your impulses and make more thoughtful decisions. Self-control is not just about resisting temptations, but also about committing to actions that align with our values, even when they are difficult. For instance, setting aside time each day for exercise or meditation requires self-discipline, especially when you don't feel like it. The Stoics believe that by consistently choosing actions that align with our principles, we strengthen our character and build resilience. This practice can be applied to any area of life, from work to personal relationships. By staying true to your commitments, you build a foundation of integrity and trustworthiness. Moreover, self-control can significantly enhance our interactions with others. When faced with criticism or provocation, our instinct might be to react defensively or aggressively. However, by practicing self-control, we can choose a more measured response. This doesn't mean suppressing our feelings, but rather acknowledging them and responding in a way that reflects our values. By doing so, we can diffuse conflicts and foster more harmonious relationships. This approach is particularly useful in professional settings, where maintaining composure can lead to better outcomes and stronger collaborations. This practice is about freeing yourself from the excessive worry about what others think of you. In today's world, we often find ourselves trapped by the fear of judgment. We carefully curate our social media profiles, choose our words meticulously in conversations, and sometimes even alter our true selves to fit in or be liked. This constant concern over how we are perceived can limit our actions and happiness, preventing us from living authentically and fully. The Stoics teach that the opinions of others are not within our control, so we should not let them dictate our behavior. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily that other people's opinions were not his concern. He focused instead on his own actions and values. By adopting this mindset, we can start to detach from the need for external validation and focus on what truly matters to us. A way to practice this is by deliberately putting yourself in situations where you might be judged. This could be as simple as speaking up in a meeting when you have an opinion or idea. Often, we hold back because we fear what our colleagues might think. Will they think I'm stupid? Will they dismiss my ideas? By taking the plunge and expressing your thoughts, you start to realize that others' opinions are often fleeting and less significant than you imagined. Each time you do this, you build a layer of resilience and confidence. Another way to practice is by wearing something unconventional or doing something slightly outside of social norms. For instance, you might wear a bright, bold outfit that stands out, or you might choose to dance in public. These actions can initially feel uncomfortable because they expose you to potential judgment. However, the more you do them, the more you'll see that people's reactions are often brief and superficial. Most people are too caught up in their own lives to spend much time thinking about yours. Over time, you'll realize that people's opinions, whether good or bad, don't define you. They are just passing thoughts in someone else's mind. This realization is liberating. It helps you understand that the only opinions that truly matter are your own and those of the people who genuinely care about you. When you stop giving so much importance to what others think, you open up a world of possibilities for yourself. You become more willing to take risks, explore new opportunities, and be true to yourself. This practice also has a profound impact on your mental health. Constantly worrying about others' opinions can lead to anxiety and stress. By letting go of this worry, you reduce the mental burden you carry every day. You start to live more in the present, enjoying moments without the nagging fear of judgment. This creates a sense of inner peace and freedom, allowing you to focus on your goals and passions. Moreover, when you're not constantly seeking external validation, you build a stronger sense of self-worth. You start to value yourself based on your own standards and achievements, not on how others perceive you. This shift in perspective can lead to greater self-confidence and a more fulfilling life. To truly embody this Stoic principle, remind yourself daily that other people's opinions are beyond your control. Focus instead on your actions and values. Each day, take a step towards living authentically, without the fear of judgment holding you back. The more you practice, the more you'll realize that the only opinion that truly matters is your own. This doesn't mean being arrogant or dismissive of others, but rather understanding that you are the author of your own story. By letting go of the need for external approval, you gain the freedom to live your life fully and authentically. By focusing on self-control and overcoming the fear of others' opinions, you lay a solid foundation for a tranquil and resilient mind. The more you practice these principles, the more you'll find yourself living a life of inner peace, regardless of the chaos around you. Stay tuned for more Stoic exercises that can help you navigate life's challenges with grace and composure. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.